Guten Tag, mes amis. Wie geht's? C'est moi, Dieter. Ich bin Dieter. Dieter is going to talk today about the true nature of music and, for that matter, reality and actually the universe. Everything is sound. Everything has a vibration. And don't get fooled or conned into thinking that the physical dimension that we're on is all there is. See, there are planes of existence, and much like a radio or a TV receiver, you tune into a frequency and the channel changes. So I've known about this for quite a while, and what I'm going to talk about is the ancient or the original solfeggio intervals in music, which is what things are based on. And we'll get into that. But I'll tell you what the hertz are. 174 hertz. And they correspond to the chakras in Sanskrit stuff. 285 hertz, 396 hertz, 417 hertz, 528 hertz, 639 hertz, 741 hertz, 852 hertz, and 963 hertz. These are the important ones. Now, when you tune your guitar to 440, the guy who thought of this is a genius because, and they've done scientific studies that prove this. When you tune your guitar to 440, it's not natural. So only so what it does is it blocks your vibrational transmission from your head to your body. That's what it does. Notice a lot of rock singers have problems with their throat. That's not a coincidence. So when you tune to 432, you get rid of that, and you can do your own research. I'm not going to try. I don't shove anything down your throat, at people's throat. I just know what works and I find it. So we'll get to this website later. But I thought some of this stuff was kind of a joke once. And my ex from a while back was into like this, indigo children and or whatever, all this BS. So we went to a psychic fair. She kind of dragged me to it. And they had these guys that were photographing ores with this really fancy setup, and I thought it was all a scam. But she really wanted to do this, so I watched for about an hour different people, because I thought, they're just going to generate, there's going to be, if I watched a dozen people, they'll probably start repeating these things, because it's a scam, right? No, everybody had a different, what it did, their cameras and their equipment was electric and magnetic, so it picked up your electromagnetic field. They attached electrodes to your hands and stuff like that, and they photographed you in kind of against a black thing, and they had a special camera hooked up to a computer that photographed the magnetic field around your body. So after I saw this, I go, okay, yeah, and then they had these things corresponding to what was going on. So after an hour of this, I go, okay. So my ex paid for it, and I jokingly said, "Oh, mine will be all black." And they go, "Oh no, you don't want that." And it was really funny because when the thing was coming out of the printer, there were these oohs and ahs and ooh, and they said, like most people. Most normal people, like the average people that they photograph, their auras are about 60% of full potential. And sick people, it's interesting, sick people were 40% and less, 40 to 20%. If you had only 20%, you were really sick. And they found that all these people that had like 20% had like terminal diseases and cancer and stuff. So I found that interesting. So anyway, I go, well, what's with the oohs and ahs? And so mine, they said it only happened once out of every 1,000 or so that these guys had done. They're from upstate New York, I think from Rochester, where Kodak is from, interestingly enough. And they said, we very rarely see these. I had a complete, full aura, and all my colors were blues. Medium blue, dark blue, ultraviolet. They said they said, first of all, to get 100% aura was like 1 in 1,000. To get an all blue aura like mine was like 1 in 10,000. And I just left it at that. And there were some like bright white spots in the aura, 3 bright ones. They said that was, you know, what the ancients called spirit guides or whatever. You usually have 1. I had 3. Anyway, I digress. But my point being is some of this meditation stuff I've always thought was blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I'm going to share this with you because I actually think it does help. I had a migraine, couldn't sleep last night. And I actually, the video I'm going to share with you, I watched the whole thing for 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I just finished that 40 minutes ago. I went to the corner, my little coffee shop, had a croissant and coffee. And my vision, actually, which has been really bad, is better. My breathing is better. And my headache is gone. So I find that really interesting. I mean, Dieter only likes to help, and Dieter only tells you stuff that he's tried himself. So the website is called, I just Googled solfeggio frequencies, and I joined this. It's called Meditative Mind. And a lot of this meditation stuff I don't get into, but you know, use it for yourself. But the frequencies are good, and they work. So here it is. We'll pull it up here, and I'll quickly go through. And I listen to this with headphones on my computer and just watch the things, and it's amazing. It takes 1 hour and 20 minutes, but you might feel amazed after this. You know, like, and those of you who, I mean, I believe in God, but what is God? You know, everything is energy, and what does the Bible say? You know, in the beginning was the Word, right? That's why you have to be careful what you say, and notice how many people, everybody, makes or ruins their careers by opening their mouth, by what you say, right? Right? So there's some interesting stuff. Like I say, I don't spoon feed you. I've done a lot of research on my own, and I encourage you to do it on your own, because that's the only way it's going to mean something to you. I mean, you don't know me really, so you're thinking, well, what's this guy doing? But I will say this: all that negative energy from that construction made my hair white, and I don't know if you can see, but it's going back to its original color. So why is that? Anyway, enjoy. So here it is. Hopefully you can hear the frequencies too. I'll just quickly go through them. So this is this is 174 hertz. It says it relieves pain and stress. Then you go to 285 hertz. That's your second chakra. Or, I get the chakras confused, but you go to 285. This is the solfeggio musical scale. Then 396 hertz. You can see the colors relate to the light of this vibration. Then you go to 417. Computer's slowing down here. 528. This is also called the God frequency. They say it's the most important. It's yellow green. That's what all plant life is. Okay, and so in the ancients said this was the frequency used to create miracles. 639 hertz, and we're going up in the vibration now to the higher levels of vibratory existence. .741. This is interesting because these were the colors of my aura when that was taken. .852. And 963. And it's interesting to note that the people that are very angry, very physical, they got a lot of red and yellow in these auric pictures that I saw. So I just thought you might find that interesting and fascinating. And I also downloaded, I can't do it show you because it's on my phone, but you can download a free app that has hertz tones, like frequency tones, a tone generator, and you can do all these things. Now you have to be very careful because some of these tones can do extreme damage. But you've got to be careful with the low ones and the really high ones, even the ones you can't hear. But that's fascinating stuff that you can. I'll let you go do that on your own. But hopefully. And research the history of 440 tuning. You will find that extremely interesting, me. So haben Sie einen guten Tag, happy plucking. No matter where you go, there you are. And remember, everything is vibration. And the universe is a toroidal, vibratory figure 8. That's where all this stuff like from karma comes around, like what goes around comes around. Because the whole universe resonates on these planes with a toroidal electromagnetic center, and it's not the sun, it's the Earth, it's the North Pole, the North Node. That is the toroidal center. That is the center of the universe. And so. Prove me wrong, you can't, because it's true. Anyway, everything is vibration, peace and love, mes amis. Till next time, Dieter, who actually cured his headache by watching and listening to the video he just shared with you. It's on Meditative Mind, all 9 solfeggio frequencies, full body aura cleanse, and cell regeneration therapy. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention, they've done studies in labs, and at 440, it actually damages your DNA. And these frequencies repair your DNA by increasing the amount. What they studied is if you bombard a body with 440, the DNA can't absorb as much ultraviolet radiation, and it damages it. And classical music written not in 440 repairs that, and monastic chanting repairs it even further. Do the research. Do the research. All right? I don't talk about things I haven't looked into.